Hello sports fans, welcome to Super Sports Central. Today with my Week 24 MLB Power Rankings. So going over last week's rankings and what those teams did over the past week. Last week number 10 was the Mariners. They had a bad week, they went 1-4, they lost 3 straight against the Angels, and split a 2-game series with the Padres. 9 was the Phillies, they're another team that had a bad week, they went 2-4. They won 2 of 3 against the Marlins and were swept by the Braves in a 3-game set. 8 was the Blue Jays, they went 5-3 over the past week. They took 3 of 5 against the Rays and won 2 of 3 against the Orioles. 7 was the Rays, they went 4-4. They lost 3 of 5 against the Blue Jays and then took 2 of 3 against the Rangers. 6 was the Cardinals, they went 4-3. They took 2 of 3 against the Reds and split a 2-game series against the Brewers. 5 was the Yankees, they went 3-2 in the past week. They swept the Red Sox in a 2-game series and they lost 2 of 3 against the Brewers. 4 was the Braves, they went 4-2 over the past week. They lost 2 of 3 against the Giants but swept the Phillies in a 3-game set. 3 was the Mets. They had a bad start to the week. They finished the week 4-3, but they had a bad start, getting swept by the Cubs in 3 games, but then they followed that up with a 4-game sweep of the Pirates. 2 was the Astros. They had a great week. They went 6-1. They started off the week with 5 wins in a row, sweeping the Tigers in a 3-game series, and they also took 3 of 4 against the A's. And 1 was the Dodgers. They went 5-1. They swept the Giants in a 3-game series, and they took 2 of 3 against the Diamondbacks. So this week's rankings, at number 10, we have the Cleveland Guardians. They're jumping into my rankings, knocking out the Mariners. The Guardians went 7-2 over the past week. They swept the Angels, then lost 1 game to the White Sox before they took 4 of 5 against the Twins. 9 is the Phillies. They could very well be at number 10, but I'm going to opt to keep them at number 9 with the Guardians at 10. 8 is the Rays, and 7 is the Blue Jays. So the Rays and Blue Jays are switching spots after last week. The Rays were 7 and the Blue Jays were 8. But the Blue Jays won their 5-game series, winning 3 of the 5 games. But both teams are in a position to make the AL wildcard, as the Blue Jays currently sit in the AL wildcard spot, the first spot, and the Rays in the second spot. 6 is the Cardinals. They're in a great spot to clinch the NL Central, as they have an 8-game lead on the Brewers and only 2 games left against the Brewers. But the Cardinals do have to go on a very tough stretch where they play 3 games in San Diego, then 3 in LA against the Dodgers, and then their final 2 games of that road trip against the Brewers in Milwaukee. 5 is the Yankees. They've been better recently, but still not amazing like they've been in the beginning of the season. Aaron Judge has hit 59 home runs and is currently 2 shy of the AL record, 61. And he could also very well win the Triple Crown, as he is only 1 point off the batting average lead in the American League. 4 is the Braves. They lost a big player, Ozzie Albies, for the season. He has a chance to come back for the playoffs, but it's pretty unlikely. So they just got him back from a broken foot. Now they lose him to a fractured finger. But the good thing is the Braves are still successful without him. 3 is the Mets. They currently hold a very slim lead, but Max Scherzer is set to return from the IL, so that could definitely help them. 2 is the Astros. Starting pitcher Framber Valdez set the MLB season single record for 25 straight quality starts. And the Astros have already clinched a postseason berth. And 1 is the Dodgers. They became the first team to 100 wins. They clinched a playoff spot and clinched their division. And they continue to be the best team in the MLB, and they continue to be number 1 in my power rankings. So those are my Week 24 MLB power rankings. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I do my best to post as often as possible. And I will see you in the next video.